Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to another video on the channel. Today, something a little bit different. It's the round of 16 Champions League first leg prediction video. I'm here with Ashley. Say hi.
Hello.
Ashley's over here for me, and I'm on his phone, so we might look elsewhere. You could probably see that in between us we have a section for Philip on this graphic, but he's not filming this video, so it's just going to be a picture and I'm going to say what his results are, and me and Ashley are going to give explanations for our results. My results are on my phone, same with Ashley, so we might look down again. But yeah, let's just get into this. We're going to go in the order of name for the first team. First game is Ajax versus Real Madrid. My score is 3-2 to Real Madrid. Quite simply because their class will show. Ajax have a good team, but Real Madrid have the better team. They've won the Champions League the last 4 out of 5 seasons, and Ajax at home could be a tough test, but I think Real Madrid might just scrape through. Philip's prediction is Ajax 2, Real Madrid 2. Don't have a reason because he doesn't have a reason to tell me. What do you think, Ashley?
I think 3-0 Real Madrid. On the day, they can do Ajax, but the thing is, Ajax has got a good team, so it can be. I would go 3-0 Real Madrid, but it could be a 3-2, like you said. But I reckon 3-0. If it's a day that Real Madrid are going for it and going all out for get it done in the first leg, then I reckon 3-0. But other than that, I reckon it could be 3-2, but I'm going with 3-0.
Yeah, if Ajax turn up, then it can be tough.
Yeah.
But Real Madrid are Real Madrid. They've had their dip at the start of the season, but now they're firing on all cylinders.
Exactly.
The only thing is, they've got their Madrid derby on Saturday, and Ajax Real Madrid is on Wednesday.
So you just have to wait to see what happens then.
It depends what they prioritise. They're probably still going to go for the league, but if they want the Champions League to keep their job for the manager, it's going to have to. Yeah. It's going to go one way or the other. It's either going to be tough or it's going to be a whitewash, like you said.
Yeah, that's what it's going to be.
Next one is Atletico Madrid versus Juventus. A very, very, very tasty fixture this early in the Champions League. My prediction is 1-0 again. Atletico Madrid. This game isn't being played this week coming up, it's the next week on the Tuesday, I think, one of them. But Atletico at home, they're obviously going to look to the final because the final's being played at their home stadium, so they're going to want to get a result. They beat Dortmund, which is who we play. Who are Arsenal playing?
You're funny.
But yeah, Juventus, they have an old Ronaldo. Ronaldo is known for the Champions League. They have a good team. Going Atletico 1, Juventus 1. Philip has gone with Atletico 1, Juventus 2. And his reason was Ronaldo against a Madrid team when he played for Real Madrid. What are you going with?
Me, I'm going with Atletico 2, Juventus 3. I'm going with that because I reckon Ronaldo will turn up, and I reckon it'll be a late winner. And with the team that Juventus has got, I reckon they can pull it off. But with the likes of Griezmann and other players on their side, and against the likes of Oblak, then that's a different. And they've got a good defence with Godin and Jimenez, so it's one of them. I think Ronaldo, if he's on his game, he can get through the defence very easily.
And he knows them well, isn't he? Because of the past history with them and Real Madrid.
Yeah, so I reckon 2-3 Juventus.
Alright, next game is another tasty game which is being played on the 19th of February, which is next week. And it's Liverpool versus Bayern Munich. Another brilliant game. It's a test of all-roundness. You've got a sort of young Liverpool side against an experienced Bayern Munich side. Great defence, great keepers, you could argue. Alisson hasn't really been tested. Great attacks, great midfield. And that's why I'm going to go for 2-2 in this first leg. People are saying Bayern Munich are going to be pushovers, but I don't think they will be. Their experience will shine through. Lewandowski, I think he can get past Van Dijk. I think the hype around Van Dijk is too much. He is overrated. He's not the best centre back in the world. I think Umtiti's the best centre back in the world. I mean, get 2 goals, get 2 away goals, and Liverpool, they can get through Bayern Munich's defence easily. Salah, Mane. I think if Shaqiri plays, he's going to be the key to get them goals, because he's obviously played for Bayern Munich, won the Champions League with them, and he's just a little magician. Tottenham should have snapped him up. So yeah, 2-2 for that. Philip has gone Liverpool 1, Bayern Munich 2. I don't know what reason, he just doesn't like English teams. What are you going with? Well, he don't, does he?
I'm going with 2-0 Bayern. I reckon the defence of both sides are tough. With Van Dijk at the back, even though he's over highly rated, he's a good defender, and he can keep that defence very strong. Alisson hasn't been tested yet, so we don't know how he's going to work out against a side like Bayern. And you also have to think about their defence with Boateng and Hummels, I think. Yeah, and they got Neuer.
Every week.
Yeah, so they got Neuer as well. So you just have to think about, on the day, are Liverpool going to be the better team, or are they? And also Liverpool at home. But I reckon 2-0 Bayern.
Probably end up doing a second leg video to these. Is that your explanation finished?
Yep.
Right, next game is a somewhat tasty game. Lyon versus Barcelona, being played same day as Liverpool, the 19th. Barcelona we had in our Champions League group. We got the draw against them to go through. PSV helped us out by drawing with Inter. But I think it could be a tricky game for Barcelona. I'm going to go with Barcelona win, but I'm only going to go with a 1-0 Barcelona win. Lyon, obviously they beat Man City in the groups away. Barcelona have that quality. Messi, Suarez, PK, Umtiti, Rakitic, Arthur, quality players. But Lyon, they've got Ndombele, or whatever you want to say his name, Fekir, Depay. So I think it'd be tight, and that's why I'm going 1-0 Barcelona, just because of their quality to shine through at the end. Messi to walk through the whole team and put one past whoever their keeper is. Philip has gone with 2-0 Barcelona for the exact same reason as mine. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. What are you going with?
I am going with 3-1 Barcelona. We know what Barcelona is, and have seen their side and the signings of their midfield and the defence. And with Messi on the pitch, if Messi shines like he did against you, lot, then I'll be very surprised if he gets past their defence easily and creates chances. And I reckon if there'll be a few goals in that, set it up by him or the likes of Suarez scoring. But I reckon they could do it. But I reckon Lyon are a good team. They've just beat PSG, which will give them momentum. But are they ready for the likes of Barcelona, or are they going to be ready after the game on the weekend? Barcelona can rest their team because of the players they've got. But with their players, they might need their key players in their game. But I don't know. So I reckon on Barcelona's day, I reckon they'll do 3-1.
Alright, next game, Man United versus PSG. Now when the fixtures were announced, Mourinho was in charge, everyone was just saying PSG are going to whitewash them. But this is a different Man United side. They've got different players playing now. Pogba and Rashford setting the Premier League on fire. PSG, Neymar is injured, and that's why I'm going to go 1-0 Man United. A very tight game. Man United shaking defence, but I think they're going to pull it out of their arse and keep Mbappe and Cavani and Di Maria quiet. Pogba and Rashford, I think they're just going to unlock PSG's defence and get past Buffon, who's quite old, very old. He's still a good keeper, nothing against him, apart from the fact they knocked us out last year, so fuck you. Rashford and Pogba are very good link-up play. Pogba will just exploit the PSG midfield. You know, Verratti is very small. So yeah, 1-0 Man United. Philip has gone with 2-1 Man United for the same reason as mine. Neymar being out is a big miss in a big game like this, and both legs he's missing. So yeah, that's what me and Philip going for. What are you going for, Ashley?
I'm going for 3-1 PSG. I know what you're thinking, right? It's not really yeah, it's not the best of choices to go with a result, but with even though they just lost to Lyon, I still think where Man United have got a shaky defence. The only thing that can stop them having the shaky defence and having the backline as weak as they are, like us in a way, the backline is not as good, but they can hold it like we can most of the time when we don't have injuries. But basically our defences are shit, and they have the likes of De Gea in goal. De Gea is classed as one of the best, yeah, and De Gea for me is got one of the best goalkeepers in the world. So if on his day and he starts performing, then he can keep Man United in it for that tight 1-0 win you said. But I reckon if Cavani, Di Maria and Mbappe get through their defence and shock them, I reckon it'll be 3-1. That's one going 3-1. I reckon it'll be an early goal for Man United, and then after that you'll see PSG wake up, and then they'll kick into that game.
Next game is Roma versus Porto, the underdog tie. This game is quite boring on paper, but it could be a good game, could be a good tie. I'm going to go for 1-1. Roma aren't doing that well in the league. They've just won 3-0, just got a notification. So they've got rest. They're playing on Tuesday. They've had their rest playing on Friday, a couple of days off. So could work in their favour. But Porto, loads of people are sleeping on Porto. They have a good side, which is why I'm going 1-1. And I do think they will eventually win the tie and go through. People are thinking because Roma beat Barcelona last year and they had the semi-final in Liverpool last year, they're going to do well again this year. But people are sleeping on Porto, and they're my underdogs this year in the Champions League. So yeah, 1-1. Philip has gone with 3-1 Roma for all the reasons against what I said. I'm pretty sure it's because they beat Barcelona and got to the semis last year. And I don't think it's going to work out again this year for Roma. They lost 7-1 to Fiorentina in the Cup a couple of weeks ago. They've just won 3-0 but to the bottom of the league. But what are you going for, Ashley? Is it the same or is it different?
It's different, very different to your predictions. I reckon 2-0 Roma. It's at home. They've not had the greatest of seasons. They did just lose 7-0 in a cup, which is, I don't know who to again, but who is it again? Yeah, that's going to look bad even if it is a cup, so, you know. But I reckon it'll be one of them games that'll be tight for most of it. And then you have a goal being pulled out after the second half, or just before the first half ends. And then a goal late, which I think will go Roma's way.
Next game, Schalke versus Man City. A Schalke team who are sitting 14th in the Bundesliga, and they just about got through. Man City, this game is on the 20th, so it's after the Chelsea Cup final and before whatever game. But I'm going for a higher score here. I'm going to go with 5-1 Man City. They have too much quality. You know, Aguero, Sane, Sterling, De Bruyne, David Silva, Bernardo. So it's just filthy, like proper filthy. And Schalke, they're just shit this year. So yeah, that's what I've got to say. 5-1 Man City. Philip has gone for 2-0 Man City because he thinks that the game's going to be tight, and that's all I know. If I know Philip, he's just going to say it's tight and how they're going to be tired. Yeah, Philip in a nutshell. What are you going for?
I am going for 4-0 Man City. Over the years, Man City wasn't the club they are at the moment. They've got a good manager in Pep, and it's took them a few years to be where they are now. And with the likes of the players they've got, Aguero, Ederson, Bernardo Silva, Sane, Sterling, all these players that they've got, the quality they've got after the few years they've had, and the money that they've been budgeted, unlike us with the 45 million, which I don't know if it's true or not. But I reckon 4-0 is my prediction. But with the likes and the pace on the wing and the Aguero in the box, it's going to be very tight. But very not tight, very open. And with the pace and in Man City and the way they play, it will tear Schalke's defence apart, and that will just give them chances to create goals, make spaces for passes. And then when Schalke see that they are gonna they're a scary side, they're gonna try back off them. They're gonna try to be all defensive, but they're gonna have a lot of pressure on them, and they're gonna try to counter when they don't have the ball. Like you said it'd be 5-1, and I reckon that 5-1 will come from them defending a lot and doing a counter attack. But I reckon I reckon altogether Man City going through, but 4-0 is the first leg prediction for me.
Alright, on the last game, coincidentally, in alphabetical order, is Tottenham versus Dortmund. It's a scary tie for me. I'm shitting myself. I won't talk about it too much. I'm probably going to do a separate preview and a separate video, so stay tuned for that. Subscribe if you want to see that, cheeky plugs. Dortmund, top of the league, lost one game, brilliant side. Royce, got Sancho, all these players. We're going to have Son fit, and that's about it. I think we can hold out, so I'm going 0-0. And then hopefully we just pull it out of our arse in the away leg like we normally do, unless it's into Milan. I think that's more of a heart and head feeling, but yeah, 0-0. Philip has gone for Tottenham 0, Dortmund 2, because he always goes against Tottenham in the big games.
Big games.
And he just thinks their quality is going to shine through our defence, but our defence is brilliant, so why can't we keep their attack quiet? That's why I say to him, if he watches this, wherever he watches this, yeah, so he's gone 2-0 Dortmund. But what have you gone for, Ashley?
I have went for, I don't want to say this, but I have went for 2-0 Tottenham. We have our ways of not liking Tottenham, but I have to say Tottenham on their day at Wembley, of all places, they can turn it around. Maybe they won't have came back to Burnley, but they will have the likes of, I think, Dele Alli.
It might be, I don't know. I doubt it.
Lucas.
Yeah, Lucas, Son, Lamella, Llorente.
So with the quality you still got in your team and your defense is good. Davinson Sanchez this season, he's really good at the back with either Toby Alderweireld or
both of them.
Tongan, all three of them. So I reckon that will be a game that you can win. But I reckon there'll be a goal in, like I said for, I think it was for one of the other games, there'll be I think it was Roma said it for, there'll be a goal in the first half, late, you'll be creating chances, they'll be creating chances, and one of you will take it, and you'll be it because you'll create it. And then I reckon 89 minutes or something, or the 80th minute or something like that into it, you'll get the final goal, and then that'll be you ready for the next leg at their stadium.
You have more faith in my team than I do in my own team. So yeah, that's the video. There will be a Tottenham Dortmund vlog out. Might be a Leicester one, depends on if I get a late ticket, don't know yet. There'll be a Dortmund vlog coming out. There might be a Dortmund preview. We're probably, hopefully all three of us are going to do the second leg predictions. If not, I'm sure Ashley will do it with me again. There won't be Europa League ones because this graphic took me fucking ages to do, and I can't be asked to try and do it for 16 separate blocks.
We're beating Bate Borisov, so yeah, come on, hopefully we can get past them.
Yeah, as I said, subscribe to the channel, like the video if you want to, dislike it, doesn't really bother me. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and we will see you later. Goodbye.